In this video series, we shall discuss the governance of Azad Kashmir. Azad Kashmir is a narrow strip of mountainous land that borders Gilgit-Baltistan in the north, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in the west, Punjab in the south, and Indian-administered Kashmir in the east. Its area is 13,000 kilometers square with a population nearing 5 million. The region is divided into 10 districts. Recently, there has been much debate on the constitutional position of Gilgit-Baltistan with many arguments from UN resolution to the history of Kashmir conflict. Many have highlighted what is its position within Pakistan and Federation of Pakistan and its constitutional position. The Supreme Court has passed various case laws and many orders have been passed by the President himself. Baltistan, with many arguments, has taken the limelight of the question of what these areas are within the Federation of Pakistan. Thus, in this video, we shall touch neither of these arguments or any of these positions, but rather try to understand how Azad Kashmir itself is governed and where that governance finds its legitimacy. Is it either through its popular elections or is it through its governance within the Federation of Pakistan under the federal center? Or is it through its autonomous nature? Or is it through its separate state self? The very government that functions within Azad Kashmir, how is it formed? From what constitutional basis does it find its legitimacy? This will include an examination into its governance and its constitutional body, as well as the constitutional governing body within Pakistan. Now, recently, we have heard many discussions on whether Azad Kashmir is part of the Constitutional Federation of Pakistan or is it an independent state. For this, we must come to understand what Azad Kashmir itself truly is. The word Azad Kashmir basically means Kashmir that has been freed, aka Kashmir not under the occupation of India. Freed by the united efforts of the Azad forces and the Pakistani army, the state of Azad Kashmir has been a self-governing one which has its own elected president, an elected prime minister, and a legislative body, as well as a high court and a supreme court within its system, as well as its flag. The governing system is based on the Westminster system, with its capital located at Muzaffarabad. Now, the Westminster system is basically the parliamentary system based within England. It is utilized in India, Pakistan. The system of governance is unicameral, unlike the bicameral system that the state of Pakistan uses now. The difference between those systems is that a bicameral system has two houses, the upper house and the lower house. The legislative process has to pass through both these houses, where the unicameral house only has a single legislative house. It is linked to Pakistan through the Ministry of Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. Now, to truly understand the governance of Azad Kashmir, we must first understand what is Azad Kashmir in the Pakistani Constitution and the relationship between them. Now, Pakistanis from their homes to their schools are taught that Azad Kashmir is part of Pakistan and maps are displaying as such. Any instruction within Azad Kashmir also showcases the same. However, little is thought about the governing structure of Azad Kashmir at schools. Pakistanis are quite frankly oblivious about it. Whether it's a province or is it a protectorate, whether it's an autonomous nature or is it part of the federation, is it a province? Just what is it within Pakistan? This is why when anybody states that Kashmir should be an independent, separate nation, then many Pakistanis feel as if their territory is being taken or divided from them and thus showcase a very aggressive reaction towards it. Whether that statement comes from Lord Nazir within the UK Parliament or the PM of Azad Kashmir or even Shahid Afridi, the reaction is always the same. This is greatly due to the ambiguity that plagues the entire area of Jammu and Kashmir. The legal loopholes it's filled with and the complications that stand atop the area have created great confusion on the status of Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Kashmir and the state of Jammu and Kashmir. A sensitive topic for all sides that does not get the discussion that it deserves. Now, let us look at the relations between Azad Kashmir and the 1973 Constitution. Now, if you open this 1973 Constitution, one of the first things you will notice is that on its first chapter, its very first article, it highlights that what is Pakistan, what are its territories, what composes Pakistan. I will read that chapter. In its Article 1, it states that the Republic and its territories, Pakistan shall be a federal republic to be known as the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, hereinafter referred to as Pakistan. The territories of Pakistan shall comprise the provinces of Balochistan, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the Punjab, and the Sindh. The Islamabad Capital Territory, herein referred to as the Federal Capital Territory. The federal administered tribal areas, and such states and territories as are or may be included in Pakistan, whether by cession or otherwise. The Majlis-e-Shura may by law admit the federation of new states or areas on such conditions as it thinks fit. After that, there is nothing. So we go deeper into the Constitution to find where Azad Kashmir is even mentioned. Along with the Article 257, provisions relating to Azad Kashmir, state of Jammu and Kashmir come up. When the people of the state of Jammu and Kashmir decide to accede to Pakistan, the relationship between Pakistan and the state shall be determined in accordance with the wishes of the people of that state. This is it. Apart from the above, the Constitution makes no mention of Azad Kashmir and most certainly not of Gilgit-Baltistan. The territories so described highlight the legal limits of the Constitution and law of Pakistan with provisions enacted for tribal areas. Now, Article 257 itself is a very interesting read, and bear with it. It's a very interesting read. It highlights two major elements. First, that its accession to Pakistan is a preconceived notion that shall be upheld when it's formally done so. And then the relationship between the state and its new acceded state shall be determined after its accession to Pakistan. That unsaid is that currently the state has not acceded to Pakistan and thus is an independent entity, and this is an important aspect, you see, because in Article 1 we highlighted the territories that compose Pakistan. We saw Fata, we saw Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but we didn't see Kashmir nor Gilgit-Baltistan. In Article 257 we were told that it has yet to accede, with its wordings as such that when the people of the state of Jammu and Kashmir decide to accede to Pakistan, the relationship will then be determined, whether it will be provincial or however it will be, whether it will be autonomous state. But this is far from reality after all. After all, Azad Kashmir is very much part of Pakistan. It is part of the fundamental structure of Pakistan. It pays taxes to Pakistan. However, Pakistan and Azad Kashmir are extremely intertwined in their affairs. How did this come to be? Even if by the Constitution of Pakistan that the state has not yet acceded to Pakistan, nor holds mention within the territories of Pakistan, how is Azad Kashmir so intertwined with Pakistan? How is it governed within Pakistan? How is its governing structure made? We will discuss the rest in our later videos. And make sure to subscribe and like the videos, and as later on we shall discuss the relationship of Azad Kashmir and Pakistan and its history of its governance.